Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Seth with MK Carpet Cleaning, and today we're going to be giving a quick review of the Rotovac 360i. So stay tuned. So first off, let's take a look at this beauty of a beast, the Rotovac 360i, as you can see right here. And of course, we got our name, our logo on top of it. Let's give a quick overview of it. Just kind of walk around and show you. We've had this thing now for going on 2 years, coming up in July, and we absolutely love it. It's one of our favorite machines to use. It makes cleaning a lot easier, and I just used this yesterday on a pretty nasty job, and I cleaned it up. But I'll show you afterwards what these things look like whenever they've been cleaning. All right, first off, let's look at the bottom of the Rotovac 360i. This is known as the power head, and the first thing you'll notice is probably these steel thingamajiggers here. I think that's the exact name of them. And these are little vacuum slots that spin around. And then here's the jets right here. They also have 3 of those. And what this does is as it spins, it sprays, and you can also not spray it, obviously. And these vacuum slots, as they're spinning hundreds of times per minute. And you can just imagine that in comparison to a traditional wand, how much more agitation you're going to get through that. So let's flip this thing up on the top side and look at it. All right, and you notice right here, the top half of it, I've had this thing for about 2 years, and I try to take really good care of it. You can see a couple of scuff marks on it. But here, this is always nice, the little handle. And what's really great about this thing is the fact that it only weighs 39 pounds, and that comes in very handy when you're having to carry this thing up some steps. And the little plastic clear tubing, I've noticed a lot of guys have had a lot of problems with it, and I actually noticed the other day that it appears to be cracking a little bit, but it's not a big deal. Like I said, I've had it for coming on 2 years and hadn't had any issues with it. And right here's the little knobs, and again, I'm using layman's terms for this stuff. I'm not using the exact definition, so forgive me for that, but these are adjustable, and then you can loosen them and raise it up, lower it, however you need to do that. And then what's really great right here is the handle, the speed dial. I think it goes up to 250 RPMs maybe. And I usually, if I'm doing residential, I always keep it on 9. It just seems to work a lot better for that. And obviously what's nice too is the cord is it's not a full cord that you have to worry about wrapping up all the time. And right here's the adjustment control valve. This isn't bad either. I usually keep it wide open. When I'm done, I usually close it. I don't know, maybe it's just in my imagination, but I imagine it doesn't leak as bad when I do that. And over here is where you control the speed of the head, how it turns. And what's kind of nice, it's kind of a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing if you have a portable, how it you can control the speed and not have to worry about the PSI controlling that. And then over here is your solution line, or handle, where you squeeze it and it releases the solution. Again, I'm being very, very technical here, as you can notice. So, anyway, you'll notice, again, I got my logo there. I try to put my logo on most of my things. Not that anybody is going to keep anybody from stealing it, but just in case. And we got a little visitor. Hey! Well, this doggy has been creating quite a mess in this room. As you can see right here, we're going to be cleaning. This room is a demonstration. Actually, you can't really see it too much in the camera, but there's a little spot right there where the dog peed and threw up. We're going to be getting that today, and you're going to get a live demo of this thing working, so stay tuned. Alright, so let's give a review while we watch the video. And as you can see, the Rotovac, one of the things that where it really shines is the fact that it fluffs up the carpet so well. And you can see this is polyester, and it is just really fluffing it up. And I don't know if you noticed there how strong that vacuum is, but that's one of the things. It utilizes the vacuum power that you have from your machine really well with the spinning heads, and it really sucks up that carpet. As a matter of fact, you got to be really careful when you get to the edges of doorways and stuff, because I've had it a couple of times to pull the carpet off of the little hooky things. I think that's what you call them. But anyway, it would pull them off of there, so you got to be careful around there and go slow and be careful. But I really prefer using the Rotovac 360i on residential, and the reason why is I've tried it a couple times on commercial property, and it does okay, but I think it skips too much. I've even reduced the RPMs, and I've still found it to not do as well, because I think that's one of the main things that I like about the 360i is the fact that you can adjust the RPMs to or let me rephrase that. I think it does better on the faster RPMs, and whenever you kind of reduce it, in my opinion, kind of loses some of its power. But anyway, I know a lot of guys use it all the time on commercial property, and they love it. So again, that's just my opinion. But when it comes to residential, I mean, there's not too many things that clean better than the 360i. And what's great about it too is you can skip the agitation portion. You know, whether you use a CRB or do it manually with a carpet rake or a Oric or whatever it is that you use. You can skip that part with the 360i because it agitates the carpet as it's spinning, and that's really nice because it'll save you a step there. But I tend to go slower whenever I use it. I just find that I think it does a little bit better the slower I go. But even if you went fast and went pretty quickly through it, you got to think about those spinning heads. It's still better than using a traditional wand. But again, you can achieve the same results by using a CRB and then using a wand. But some guys just prefer to not use the 360i because it is an extra cord that you got to hook up to and you got to find power for it. But for me, it's not that big of a hassle. But anyway, if I had to pick one thing that I didn't like about it, and I don't think I mentioned it earlier, and that's that little push handle. If you look behind the clear tube, you can see a little button. That's the adjustable, or the push button that adjusts the handle to make it lean back and to lean forward. What I don't like about it is the fact that you got to bend over to use it. It'd be nice if they had like some type of a foot pedal, or if they had it within hand's reach, where you didn't have to bend over where you could adjust it. Because usually when I first use it, it takes me a couple times to find that right notch, and it's different on every different carpet too. So, you know, sometimes if it's thicker carpet, I don't have to adjust it back as far. But anyway, that's all I have for right now. You keep watching the video and just watching this thing in action, and I may make some more comments as we go along. Another thing that's really good about the 360i is how easy it is to operate. It's really smooth, no problems at all. I've even had a young kid about 16 years old use it, and he struggled for a minute, but he got the hang of it pretty quick. It's a lot easier than using a 175, I have to say. And again, man, this is just a phenomenal tool. If you don't have one and you're thinking about getting one, I definitely recommend it. You may want to check out some other products too. Maybe go to your local distributor and see if they got a T-Rex, and see if they got another type of rotary machine. But if you're looking for something that's light Like I said, this thing's only 39 pounds. It's easy to carry. You can even carry it with one hand if you're coordinated enough. It's just a good overall tool. We highly recommend it.